this video, I'm going to share with you a fantastic commercial conversion that I did. One, no money down. Two, after refinancing it, we got between 125 to 150,000 pounds back. And three, created a fantastic flow of monthly revenue. So watch this video to see how we made that happen. Commercial conversions, good idea, bad idea, sure, unsure, you know, you don't know. Let me share one of the deals that I did recently, and you can make up your own mind whether you think it's a good idea or not. But before I go any further, I will say to you, I think commercial conversions are fantastic, and I think it's the best property strategy. Now, if you're new to this channel, click subscribe so we can update you on the most regular and frequent and new and updated content. If you like this video at the end, or whenever you start watching it, I hope you go to the end, but you can stop whenever you like. If you like it, press like so I know that this is the type of content you want, so I can start giving you more of this content. And any questions you have, post them below and I will personally answer every single question. And sometimes I end up making videos on those questions because they end up being very useful both to you and other people. So, bought a property for £395,000 and it was to convert it into flats, 21 flats to be precise. The first challenge obviously is to fund the purchase, and this is what I did. Found a private funder who initially was willing to fund the entire purchase price, but then they changed their mind and said they'll fund most of it, so they are willing to fund £350,000 and they wanted us to fund £45,000, so we've got some skin in the game. So that part was sorted. I now had to find the other £45,000, and I wanted to do a no money down strategy, so I found somebody else who could invest with me as my joint venture partner, and he agreed to fund the £45,000. We bought the property, we then need to convert it. Started conversion works, or got some quotations, £444,000 plus VAT at 5% because it's a conversion, so the VAT rate at 5% was the total cost, and the JV partner funded that too. The work took 11 months to complete, or best part of 11 months, and we finished up with 21 really nice flats, 15 one-bedroom flats, 5 two-bedroom flats and 1 two-bedroom studio. There are videos on this channel talking about that particular project, and I've made quite a few videos on that project. It's called the London Road Boston development, so have a look at that and you'll see the quality, the finish, but you'll also see where we started with the job and where we finished with it. So that will be very instructive for you, especially if you're new into property or you're new to commercial conversions. Now, time to refinance, and by the time the surveyor came out to value the property, it was kind of a week before COVID and lockdown. By the time his valuation came out, it was lockdown, and you can guess what happened. The property was down valued. So we thought those 21 flats would be worth between 2.1 to 2.5 million pounds, and 2.1 was on the conservative side. However, the valuation came in at 1.6 million. And I think that was mainly down to COVID, and because it was the start of COVID, pretty much everybody was apprehensive and nervous, including banks. Anyhow, that was fine. We had to go with 1.6 million pounds, and the lender was willing to lend us 80% of 1.6 million, which was good. Interest rate was 4.65 or 4.85, fixed for 5 years, which was good because we wanted to fix it for a longer period as opposed to 1, 2 or 3 years. So that worked well. However, that process in itself took best part of 13 to 14 months, the longest mortgage remortgage I've ever seen in my life. because obviously, as you can imagine, once the survey or the valuation went in, we were at the start of the pandemic, and they have bank or the funder asked every single possible question. A lot of those questions I think were irrelevant, but they wanted to tick all the boxes, and that went on and on and on and on and on for a number of months. We completed recently, in fact we completed a couple of days ago, but by the time you've seen this video, just call it a week ago. And we've got basically all of our money back to pay the initial funder, which was £350,000. The JV partner gets the £45,000 that he paid to fund the purchase price. He gets all of his money back that he paid for the refurb, which is £440,000 plus the VAT. And then we're left with, on top of that, around about £125,000 to £150,000 cash in our pocket. So at the end, what does it mean? It means all the money back, plus best part of £125,000 to £150,000 we've got to invest in future deals, or we can take that out personally. We're going to invest it in future deals, and we end up with 21 flats for free. So a total no money down deal for me. For both myself and my JV partner, we both end up with 21 flats, okay, with none of our money in those properties, plus an extra 150, between 125 to 150, I can't remember the exact number, extra cash in our pocket to invest in future deals or to spend it as we please. That is how commercial conversions should work. Obviously on the bigger deals, the margins will be even bigger in terms of, well, not the profit margins, but the margin in terms of, rather than having 125 or 150 grand extra cash at the end, you might end up with 200, 300, 400 plus £1,000 in your bank account. But even if you want to do smaller deals with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flats, it still works. You got to start somewhere, and starting small and then scaling up is usually a good idea. I think commercial conversions are fantastic. I think it's the best property strategy. I love them. I'm just finishing up another one, which you can see somewhere on this channel, which is the New England Club. That's 12 flats, 6 1-bedroom flats and 6 2-bedroom flats, nearly finished. So you'll see a closing video being posted on that particular development in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and then once I've refinanced, I'll talk you through exactly how that one worked, but obviously depending on the survey. But in the end, I'm pretty confident we'll have all of our money back and some extra on top. But even if you don't get the extra on top, we get all of our money back. We end up with 12 flats which we've not paid anything for. So why wouldn't you do that every single day of the week if you could? Well, of course you would. So if you're thinking about getting into property, I'd say seriously consider commercial conversions. If you're already in property and you're doing something else, I would say get into commercial conversions. They're fantastic. The best property strategy, creates cash flow for you, because obviously once you've refinanced the properties, you've then got rental income coming in. The rental income pays off the mortgage, and you'll be left with some cash every single month. And then you just need to work out how much cash do you need in your bank every single month to retire. Is it 2 grand, 3 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand, whatever the figure is? Work backwards, look at how many deals you've got to do those deals, and if you want to retire. If you don't want to retire, carry on building the cash flow and obviously the capital value too. Or the other alternative, of course, is you can sell them and then get more cash. Obviously you'll have to pay corporation tax on the profit, so 19% will go to HMRC. The rest you can then invest in future deals, or some of that money you can take out and obviously pay tax on your salary or dividends. So that very briefly is one example, real life example that I've done on commercial conversions and why I think commercial conversions are fantastic. Any questions? In the box below, click like if you like this video, and subscribe so we can share more content with you all about property and of course about scaling up businesses.